All negative desires are simply frustrations of positive desires. As humans, they stem from our fucking own defeat, our neglect, our inability, our failures to get what we truly want. So we go from wanting something on the positive end to settling for the easy shit, the negative shit. In the prison system, this is all too fucking often. This happens with drugs. That happens out here, it happens in there. Everybody wants to feel good, so they want it right away. They're settling for what they want right now over what they truly want, which is lasting happiness, so they get that high. They think that's gonna work for them, but there's an equal low, and we all fucking know that. In the prison system, it starts off with fucking alcohol. People make wine. They make wine out of fruit, and they get sugar, and they make batches of homemade fucking wine, which goes for about $8 for a 16-ounce Folgers jar. Like an instant coffee jar that's 16 ounces filled with wine is about $8. The next step up from that is called White Lightning. It's a different type of fucking alcohol we make in there. It's the stronger version of prison wine, and it'll go for $25 for a green dot. Most people, maybe they're going to take canteen, but most people who hustle in the pen, they're not going to just take a bunch of canteen. It'll front you off to the cops that you are pushing something if you have a shitload of canteen in your house, so you don't want that. And it also, the motherfuckers are sending money back to their people. So you get the green dot card to stack accounts on the street from a prepaid card that somebody else gets for their people, and they send you the numbers. You write down the numbers, you send it to your people. Now you have this on a card, safe on the side, and you don't have to fill your house with a shitload of soups and tell the cops, hey, I'm hustling. Because that's the same thing on the street when you got all them Benzes parked out front of your pad. It don't fucking look right. Same thing in the pen. Can't have all them soups out on Front Street, all them summer sausages. You can't have all that fucking, the pouches, them chata pouches. You can't have them bags of beans. You can't have a million jars of coffee, even though I did, but you can't do it if you're sitting on shit. Don't ever sit on that shit. But anyways, we'll move up to the next shit, and we're talking about green. We refer to weed as green. It comes in, you can buy a stick for about $8, or you can get a cap, which is a chapstick cap, and that's gonna go for $50. Now, it's going to be a chapstick cap packed. Now, some fucking person who's not fucking down with the business, they're going to give you a fluffy-ass cap, and you're going to be pissed. So you end up getting a fucking full cap packed, $50. You're ready to go. That's standard issue. You could probably get 3 for $100 when you get a deal. The next step is obviously the life ruiner, crystal meth, referred to as white in the pen. This is also going to be a chapstick cap packed, but this is going to be $100 to $150. That's a gram. That gram is going to break down into between 9 and 11 50 papers. We call them 50 papers. It's going to be a fucking time. It's going to be basically a line that you get, 2 lines for $50. And that's going to be what consists of the breakdown of speed in the system. We refer to it as white. We'll say, hey, you know, I need a gram or I need a 50 paper. And a gram's going to be a chapstick cap packed. Now, the other fucking massive evil that everybody knows is them opiates, and it's going to be black. We refer to heroin as black. It's going to be a chapstick cap packed. It's going to be 100 to 150 a gram. And that's also going to break down into 50 papers, which is going to look like a little booger smashed about half the size of your pinky nail. And they're going to get you for that all day. The fiends in there will seriously pay 1,300 fucking bucks in all 50 papers. And I'm sitting back saying, motherfucker, why don't you just buy some grams and make some goddamn money, not put your family through your dope habit like that? That shit's sickening. It becomes a massive issue. One of the last spots I was at, we reopened this spot up. It was Delano, and we had reopened it. So when we reopened it, the facility wasn't ready. They sent us back from from out of state, the Oklahoma facility. Then we stopped through Arizona, and they brought us to Delano. When we showed up, we had to clean this motherfucking place up. It wasn't even open for years before we got there. Once we got it settled, the phone calls were being made, and we were already having shit shipped there. So by the time fucking people were flying out from Arizona to bring us that bomb-ass white, that fire-ass speed, it was already a wrap. Motherfuckers were going to the first visits, hitting tough on fucking 7 to 10 fucking bundles at a time, being a quarter each one, and fucking swallowing them at the visit room. Most people will fucking disguise them in colored balloons, and then someone will order some M&Ms or something of that sort, and you'll put the chick or the person will bring it in their fucking vag, and then she'll fucking bust them out, put them with the fucking food, and they'll sit it between them at the visit room. The dude will just start swallowing them, or there'll be a under the table pass, and the motherfucker will hoop them, depending on how they have them packaged. It's been done either way. I've seen some craftier ways where the motherfucking shit just gets thrown away, and someone else picks it up later. Now that would be the route that's gonna fucking be less likely to kill your motherfucking ass, and this is why. One of the homeboys goes out, and he picks up 6 clavos, 6 quarters, 6 bundles of white, of speed. And he comes back in, and it takes him fucking 2 days to even get 4 of them out. And then he's tripping. He's Googling everything. He's like, where the fuck could these 2 be? And everyone's thinking he stole them. Because he got 4 out, and the other 2 are still in there. So everyone's thinking he stole them, and he's really tripping. We smoke a joint. I'm thinking he's going to chill out and not trip. This motherfucker goes and sits on the damn toilet, and he's just biting his fingernails raw. Just, and I look over, and I point at everyone. I say, hey, look at that motherfucker Moody. He's fucking tripping. He's basically in tears. Like, I mean, he's scared as fuck. He thinks those things busted open in him. He's about to die. He's starting to think he feels weird. But then a few days later, that shit comes out. 10 motherfucking days later, that shit came out. He came and slapped it on the motherfucker's rack with shit still on it. Bah! He just was like, fucking what? Fool, I didn't steal shit, motherfucker. That shit gets grimy in there. Motherfucker's life was on the line, and people were accusing him of stealing. How much does that suck? That's how shitty it is. That's how that dope gets fucking crazy. I've seen motherfuckers straight OD come back to the yard, and the people wanted their goddamn money when this fool almost died. And if he wasn't able to pull it off and show that shit, he was done. Another fucking time, I seen a black hit on like 3 clavos, like 10 grams each, 3 bindles that he swallowed, and 1 opened up in his stomach. Now, we were at a level 2 yard, and we were all in the dorm together, and we just had to keep watching this fool Jay lose his fucking mind for 4 days because a 10-gram bundle opened up inside of him and was fucking just making him go crazy. He was just losing his mind, freaking out about everything. But the long story short is, don't take that route. You know what's gonna happen. Who the fuck ever wins with that route? That dope route's gonna run your life in and your family's. It's gonna make you end up in prison. You're gonna be doing way out shit just to get high, anything you can, and more than likely, you're gonna borrow too much money from the wrong person and get your ass stabbed. It's not gonna take more than, you go over the $150 yard limit or building limit, whatever it is. If you can't pay that within 2 weeks, you're getting stabbed, and there's no way around it. There's nothing more than that. There's no conversation at that point. Now, at some of these other yards, I've seen it so flooded where people were putting cars up for what they owed. I actually saw a motherfucker from Hollywood, an Armenian cat from BTC, Big Time Criminals. This motherfucker straight up put up a fucking Benz for what he owed, and he was so good with the money they weren't even tripping. He just shot that shit over to his people on the street, the homies who he got the shit from. He just signed that shit over, and he said, keep the dope coming. These motherfuckers are crazy in there. Like I said, I've seen Indians who got so much damn money, they spend more money on black than most people make here on the street. So, I mean, this is not to glorify. Don't ever mistake my reflection for glorification. I'm just telling you how grimy it is in there. And if you have a dope habit when you get in there, just know you're going to be looked at as the bottom of the fucking barrel. Just like out here. Nobody respects it. So if you walk in and you have these habits, kick them motherfuckers. If you have them out here, kick them motherfuckers. That's just weakness. The only way I got through my drug habits and my problems and everything that was holding me back is I called myself a fucking bitch. That I knew I could be in control. So I got in control and I changed my motherfucking life. I said it a million times. I'll say it a fucking again. Hire for attitude, train for motherfucking skill. I need those motherfuckers that when you throw them a task, you throw them the blueprint, they connect the dots. This shit ain't free. Nothing's free. Seems to me like all these confused ass motherfuckers are doing everything backwards. The real ones fucking realize that success flows and stems from ideas. And since ideas are limitless, success is limitless. Our vision has no cap to it. There is no ceiling. People get it confused. They think the fucking goal is the end outcome, but it's who we become when we're pursuing our goals.